Aiden, tell me a story. Hey y'all, it's Aiden here. So today I want to talk about my first industry party hosted by the one and only TikTok.
And this segment is called Life Unfiltered.
This night was one to remember. Okay, I had such a blast. I met so many amazing people and I was really worried going into it. Okay, I am confident. I am outgoing. I am extrovert for all intents and purposes. I feel like I'm an extrovert introvert because I love being alone in my room. This is my safe space. But I was apprehensive about the whole thing. I was apprehensive because I wasn't allowed a plus one. None of us were allowed to have a plus one, which I kind of get now that I went to the party. But it was also an opportunity for me to push myself outside of these boundaries and these limits, this limiting mindset. It was an opportunity for me to grow and to become a better version of myself. And I surely did. I was worried that, well, influencers get a bad rep. And I really don't feel like an influencer. I post when I want to post. I show up when I can show up. And I just try to be me. I try to be as authentic as possible. Do I be pushing TikTok shop products? Yes, because I need a little extra income from time to time. But I've never really considered myself an influencer. But this was like exciting. I've never felt more official and more like an influencer in my life. And filming in public was one of the hardest things for me. And I definitely overheard some people talking about this too in line, but filming in public is a hard hurdle to get past. You feel stared at. And I mean, to be fair, everybody stares at me everywhere I go because I stand out. And I mean, sometimes, I never try to stand out. I just do me. If I'm wearing clothes that make me stand out, it's not with the intention of me standing out. It's with the intention of me wanting to wear an outfit that I really like. I don't know how else to explain it. But everywhere I go, people stare at me. So, I mean, why do I care about how people view me or interpret who I am by me filming myself in public, right? So that being in a space full of influencers was really beautiful because it helped me become more comfortable with the act of creating content in public. That was a cool takeaway from this experience. But back to the whole influencer thing. Influencers get a bad rep, and oftentimes they are perceived as these arrogant, stuck-up people. And I was kind of worried that I was going to be running into a lot of people who weren't on my frequency, didn't match my vibe. You know what I mean? But I am so happy to report that there was nothing but cool people there. I mean, obviously I didn't meet everybody, but all the people that I talked to and interacted with loved on me and I loved on them. They were fundamentally good human beings to their core there, and that's what I like. I love me a good human being. I made some really cool friends, and well, I call them friends. I call everybody friends. But I made some really cool friends, and I am so grateful that I got to meet all these new people, It was just so exciting. Not to mention the merch. Let's get into it just a little bit because I'm making a full unboxing on my TikTok, and I'll probably post it on Instagram too because, again, if TikTok is ending, I want to be ahead of the curve. Okay, now TikTok. To be honest with you, I would have been content with this tote bag alone, okay? You have no idea. I mean, you might have ideas if you've seen any of my content, like that one video where my friend Sadie took out my collection of shopping bags, reusable tote bags. I got a lot, and you're just adding to my little obsession. Look at this. This is such a cute bag. Okay, so for all my listeners, it says it's a big black tote bag, and it says TikTok in the little TikTok font, and then it says Year of You on it, which is so cute, so cute. I got some viral products like this shampoo from Revita. They gave me 2 conditioners on accident, but you know what? I'm grateful for it nonetheless. I got this necklace that I'm wearing right now from the brand called Stay Golden. It's tarnish-free, waterproof, stainless steel, 14 karat gold plated woman brand and based in Hawaii. So it's a cool all the way around kind of company. I got some lash serum, some snacks, hair care from the brand Pattern, and Ceremonia. They gave me this little free extra sample on top of the product that they gave me, which was like a hair refreshing spray. This was just an all over fun event. Let's open this fortune cookie together, because why not? This is the best place to do it. I got this at the event as well. This fortune cookie says, and I always eat a little bit, just to make sure that the dreams come true. You will be able to achieve financial freedom. Amen. I claim that in the name of Jesus. I also got another fortune cookie from them that is so on brand with who I am. It says, and I'll post a picture, I'll show it to you. I already posted it on everything already, but it says, your story is your power. And if that's not a statement that aligns with my brand and who I am and what all of this is, because literally the name of my podcast is Aiden Tell Me a Story, so grateful. Getting to see the reactions from all my friends and family back home is just so fulfilling, and I'm so grateful that they are experiencing all of this with me and watching this happen in real time. I know that this isn't some kind of big crazy event, but the fact that this little gay boy from Seguin, Texas was invited to a TikTok party in New York is kind of cool. Okay, kind of freaking cool. And it's not over. There's so many more things in store for me, and I know this in my heart of hearts. This was just a little dip in my toe into the pool of reality, of my future reality. Well, if TikTok goes down, which it's looking like it is, I am gonna miss it, but I know that there's other platforms out there that I am so excited for. So if you are listening to this, if you are watching this, please follow me on all my other platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Threads. I'm trying to expand my platforms and really push myself to be everywhere all at once, you know? There was also a surprise performance by Armani White, who's like, Black Dog, big things are Billie Eilish. That was kind of cool. That was kind of a cool little moment. There were so many cuties there too, which cuties in so many senses of the way. I spilled my drink on a girl. Okay, listen. I was on the second floor waiting in line to have my dice read, which we'll go into that story in a minute. But I kept my tote bag with me the whole time. We could have checked it, but I did not want to check my tote bag. I wanted it with me for some reason. And it like fell off of my shoulder and onto my arm and like made my drinks twitch, and it fell onto this girl underneath me, and I was like, I am so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. That was my fault. I'm so sorry. And that's all I could do. That's all I can do. I wanted to go get her napkins, but by the time I went to go find some napkins, she was already gone from that spot. I don't think you understand how embarrassed and how sad I felt for her, because that could have ruined her night, and I hope I didn't. I hope I'm just imagining my importance on her life, that I hope that was nothing to her, and that she wiped it off and moved on, and that didn't hurt her feelings, because that would hurt my feelings a little bit. Goodness. And honestly, I didn't drink a lot. I had I had 1.5 espresso martinis and a Prosecco. And I really didn't want to drink it all because I turned really red and I wanted to look snatched all night. But I drank slowly. I drank appropriately, and I really enjoyed myself. Also, Getty Images was there. So now I am on Getty Images, the little watermark and everything. That is so cool to me. They did spell my name wrong, so I'm going to have to figure out how to manage that. But I digress. That was still a really cool opportunity. For the people watching, here are the pictures. And for all of you listening, just go look at my Instagram at Ada Martinez. Let's talk about the dice reading, okay? So the first thing, with the dice, you ask a question and you roll. She said I was a really great roller, by the way. I ended up getting to ask 2 questions because the first one was short and sweet and simple. The first question I asked was about my career, and I just wanted to know like if I was on the right track, if I was making the right moves. And the first thing that rolled was like the career dice. Now, I don't know all these things. I'm trusting this lady with all my heart because I feel like, what does she have to lose, right? What does she have to lose? That meant that I was like, I am making the right moves for my career. And she was like, well, your job involves a lot of editing, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess it does, because with auditions or with content creation, it literally is all about editing. She really just reassured me that I was on the right track, and that like all these moves that I've been making, and she talked about how I have been picking up momentum lately, and like things are on the up and up, which they are, and I am so grateful for it. It doesn't always feel like that, but I am so grateful for it because it is really on the up and up right now. But she's like, just know that this is happening and that this is your year. This is your time. My ancestors are behind me and that they're rooting for me. And this is the moment where these doors are going to open for me. I'm claiming it, period. The next question I asked was about relationship because, as you know, well, you may not know, but I've never been in a real relationship before. Like, truly, never have. I think that's mostly because I've had a life. I've had a life. And I've been really needing to figure out who I am because, as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Again, the love dice showed up. So it is on the way, but she was like, you gotta stop thinking about it, which truly I do be thinking about it a lot because it's been 28 years. And I was like, that is the hardest part, Tina. That is the hardest part. And she was like, I know, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. So I'm letting it go after I talk about it with y'all. Ooh, that's another good podcast topic. I will talk about relationships at some point because it's been a time. It's been a time. And I'm down to get vulnerable with y'all here. Why not? I got to see one of the girls that I did background work with there. She was like there as a brand ambassador helping run the event, which was really cool. Shout out to her. Let's talk about that. The people who were working the event. It was so weird for me being on the other side. So I was extra nice to the employees and the brand ambassadors and the people helping run the event. I was thanking people left and right because I have been on that other side of the table for several years now. Okay, it is not fun catering these events sometimes because people are rude, and that's one of the questions that is one of the questions that I asked one of the girls. I was like, have people been nice to you all night? And she was like, yeah, people have been really kind, which I love that. I love that because at these corporate places, a lot of the times these people can be freaking booty faces, they are not kind people always. Yeah, they present themselves with a nice demeanor, but they are not kind. They look down on you when you go as a caterer. You have to do these rounds with hors d'oeuvres, and there's like sometimes you got to keep going back because your manager, your captain's over there saying, oh, go again, but it's like, damn, these people don't want to eat this damn egg roll again. They didn't want to eat it last time. What makes you think they're gonna want to eat it this time? Catering. So I went out of my way to be extra nice to these people. I didn't even go out of my way. I was just being me to these people. Which is the best way to show up always, as I say. So thank you to all the people there. Actually, this app that I use called Pop Booking invited me to apply to work the event that I was going to be attending, which is kind of hilarious to me because that shows the duality of my world right now. And I'd rather just be one, which is not the catering. I'd rather just be social media and acting. Like that's how I'm going to be supporting myself in the future. Claim it. So that end of the night, tote bag in hand, walking down the street, filming in public, recapping the night, just going over everything that happened. All right, going over everything that happened, which all of that is on TikTok and Instagram right now. I'm going to be posting it here on YouTube soon, but I'm proud of myself. That much I do know. I am so proud of myself for posting and continuing to show up and continuing to be me. That was the number one question I got from all the influencers there at this party is like, what's your content? And it's like, me. I am my content. Lifestyle. I talk about Texas. I talk about New York. I talk about acting. I talk about my childhood stories. That's my content. Me, my life, my reality. Can I get an amen? But thank you, TikTok. And if your demise is in the future, I'm going to miss you. And I'm grateful for everything that you have given me. And I will forever be grateful for that platform truly being the start of my career. And I'm just so grateful, as usual. So grateful. I love you. I love you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I'm going to be posting every week until the new year, and then I'm probably going to go to a bi-weekly schedule. That's the goal. I mean, I could slack at any point. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling all the time, or if I'm going to be able to keep up with it all too, because I know how I am. So just bear with me and enjoy this journey. And as always, if you enjoyed this conversation, please like, follow, and share this with somebody who can benefit from this. And maybe they can be inspired by this too. Like, heck, who knows? Alrighty, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.